Hello everybody and welcome to another Fext system review. Now Fext Hobby are renowned for their backdrops. This entire display you see before me at the moment is Fext Hobby, the backdrop, the base, everything. Today we're going to be taking a look at their latest offering as part of their action figure line. They're doing a display system based around Star Wars. I managed to get a couple of the sets. We're going to take a look at them, build them up and see how they fare. Now if this is your first time looking at the Fext systems, basically they print directly onto these interchangeable pieces. So you've got all of this section here that forms my base. That's all made on these sort of tabs, and we get various different pieces that we can tab them all in together. My background system is made similar to these Imperial walls. As you can see, these are printed directly on, so we can get translucent lights. We can get LEDs that go behind here to light up these systems as well. We've got props and pillars which will peg directly in to the bases. So you can peg those in, place the sections on top. We can have walkways here. We get translucent pieces as well. I personally use these as light diffusers, so you can have them on the top of your display system, but you can also use them as kind of translucent walkways as well. They're all interchangeable with these stand pegs, so you can have those lifted up. So it's entirely up to the user. We can make things 2 high, 3 high. We've got these separate pieces that allows us to join, and allows these to run sideways or along the top. This is a corner piece, whereas we do get doubles as well, which allows us to attach multiple sections together, so you can have those as a long wall. So lots of different options. Very much looking forward to getting this built up. I'll do it as an overhead view maybe, and we'll build it up as a time lapse, and we'll see what we've got at the end. There we have it, ladies and gents. What I can only assume is part of the Death Star, I guess. As you can see, I've made my own kind of unique take on it. There's only a few pieces you really need to watch out for when you build these. It's very simple. You've got to make sure that you've got loads of tabs to hold everything together, and all you need to look out for is there's 2 variations of these pieces. This one here is just a regular piece, but you'll get, I think it's a 1 or 2 per pack of this, where there's just 4 of these together and none of these little L-shaped pieces. Those are the ones that allow you to get the corners in nice and snug. So you put these standard pieces in first, like I have at the back here, so that would go in like that, and then you would put the low profile one of these in on the corner side, so that would sit nice and flush alongside here. That is the only piece that you really need to bear in mind. The rest of this is really simple. It's really fun, and you can see I've got 2 sets here, and this is fairly substantial. It's a fairly big build. We've got all these hollow sections here. I've got so kind of translucent, and we've got this walkway going along here. I've got the supports to hold the walkway up, and then I've got a ledge at the top here as well. Again, you can put like LED lights along here if I want to, because these are translucent. They do act as a really good light diffuser. Or of course I could have used another walkway. I can have this walkway over here, and that could have just gone up and made this further, or it could have gone across. There's lots of different options. The one I'm opted for, I think it's kind of good, and I like the way they've got the translucent sections going through. I like all these kind of corridor looking pieces. You can make this a long corridor. You could have Darth Vader at one side of it, and you could have the rebels shooting him. Personally, this reminds me very much of when he was in the, was he in the Death Star? Was he on one of the cruisers? I can't remember, when he was speaking with bounty hunters. And saying that, going back and looking at the Fext Hobby website, they've actually got the bounty hunters and Darth Vader all displayed on this. It's designed to kind of scale with the 112 figures. Oh, I know it's not exactly planned for these, but I don't have any Star Wars figures to hand at the moment. But as you can see, Marvel Legend there, we've got some Power Rangers at the back there, but I've actually got this set with the intention of displaying it with my Micronauts. That was my intention. The Micronaut Pilot's a 3 3/4 inch there as well. So if you've got any of the Star Wars 3 3/4 inch go, you can see how they fare. Personally, I think it actually works really well with the 3 3/4 inch. It depends what you want, but then again, our Marvel Legends, they're the 6-inch figures, the 1/12 scale, and they don't look bad on there at all. You may be wary of the head, maybe that the headroom isn't as big as it should be if you have the floating platform, but then you've got the risers, we've got these spaces in between which allow the section to go up slightly as well, so it's not the end of the world. But personally, really love these sets. This is what, the 4th set I think I've got of these. I've got the base, which makes up the majority of my review station. I've got some of the Autobot style yellow for the Ark as well. I've got some of those built up, and now we've got this kind of space, very kind of space marine-y, very Star Warsy display. I mean, this could even double up as something like Star Trek if you've got Star Trek figures. So it's good. It's very universal. I'm really looking forward to seeing what else they do. I will be getting some Power Ranger figures soon, so hopefully maybe they'll do something that will scale and look like it could go with the Power Rangers. But for now, this is their space scene. I'll include a link in the description below, which will take you through to Fext Hobby. Remember, there is 2 sets here, but everything is highlighted really clearly on their website, so you know exactly what you're getting and exactly what you can build. From myself and the rest of the Collectables household, thank you all for watching. Until next time, goodbye.